Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the Marauders of Iron Reavers successfully climbed the Mud Hill and conquer the Restless Shore. KOTT News were on the scene and spoke with company leadership about the fight and their intentions. Congratulations on your victory out here at Restless Shore. Would you care to take us through how it went down out there?
So we were mainly just focusing on main balling B, and then once we saw that we won that and they were giving us A, we just kept the momentum going throughout the whole war, and we took C, and then we just kept breaking the doors down faster than they can put them back up.
Yeah, I can see that over pretty quickly here. Was there anybody out there who really outshined themselves tonight?
I've got to say that I did see some of the strawberry groups that we got in. They were slaying out, dude. They got some big wipes on B and opened the doors up for us.
Before I let you go to celebrate with your comrades, is there anything else you might want to say to the citizens of Eternum?
This was a good war. If you want a good fight, come fight us.
Later in First Light, we caught up with a Spice Lord and asked about the fight. Congratulations on your victory here in First Light, managing to maintain the fort for the entire 30 minutes. Would you care to take us through how it went down out there?
Sure. Well, we had, a plan from the start, and we were able to execute it flawlessly, and it was fantastic. Pretty new to this whole war thing, so it was definitely good to get some really good practice in and make sure that I keep healing everybody on my team.
Was there anybody out there who really stood out in their performance tonight while you were healing them?
Man, I really have to give a huge shout out to Meow. He was just killing it out there. Meow for dinner. He was doing a fantastic job keeping us all together.
In Brimstone Sands, Outcast leadership stopped to give us a word before heading to the baths. Congratulations on your victory here in Brimstone Sands, successfully defending the dunes of the desert for yet another day. Would you care to take us through how it went down out there?
Yeah, thanks, John. We went out initially and met them there at B, gave them up 8 point. We even let them have C too, but they did a really good job of pushing us off of B point, and we ended up having a real long, nice fort fight. Everyone was listening to calls real well, got nice rotates going around, and just we were able to hold them at the doors and keep them out.
Diligent choke management wins out yet again. Was there anyone out there who really outperformed themselves tonight in your eyes?
I believe Panda Uchiha. Panda Uchiha was really the real game changer in my mind. Even knowing how he is on decks, I think it really gave all the troops motivation. So, big shout out to Panda.
Well, now that you've defended it yet again, have you been able to establish yourselves here in the desert and figure out what you're going to do with the region?
Yeah, we've been looking at some development plans, especially more on like the southeast side here. It's a little barren at the moment. We've only got like an outpost, so we're looking to kind of expand and really build that area out. But we've adjusted well to the desert-like climate, the dry heat. So I think we've done well.
No comments from the champs last night, who didn't even shower after fending off a handful of mercenaries. With last night's win, the champs move into a tie for 4th place on the all-time never fall list with 7. KOTT News were unable to reach thrust damage leadership for comment on this apparent forfeit, but we'll bring you more on this story as it develops. Turning to the weather, and once more the sun makes its journey across the Eternum sky, keeping corruption at bay. But look out after sundown when the humidity drops and a 20% chance of invasion will arise at the tips. 3 roster submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it is cardboard. Up first, the Marauders of C- tier Dodgers assail the syndicate members of Pharmaceuticals for control of the primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. The scholastically challenged members of C- tier Dodgers continue to work on their aptitude for fighting, but will tonight's test improve their grade? The pharmaceutical reps have prepared something more than a pop quiz for the defense and are standing by at the fort to teach the Marauders a lesson. Later, the Marauders of Context assault the vault of JDB's kitchen as they attempt to steal away the island's financial capital of Windsward. Context are back to plunder the excess of gold that accumulates in the tax reserves of Corinth. But will they be able to succeed this time? After their last war, JDB's kitchen staff voiced disappointment and confusion about events leading up to the fight, but they also voiced their readiness to defend it again. In the nightcap, the Marauders of C-tier Dodgers attacked the Syndicate forces of Strawberry for control of the resort destination of Ebonscale. C-tier Dodgers, trying to pass 2 exams in one night, commit to a second attack despite limitations imposed by the rules of simulated combat. But will this be varsity or JV? Strawberry forces, coming off an easy victory in Everfall last night, as reported earlier in this broadcast, they'll be well rested for the best of Dodgers, if the best of Dodgers show up. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.